Hey there guys, how's it going? Chris Chillingworth here. Hope you are well. So tonight I would normally be sitting here recording several episodes of the FTSE show. I tend to record them at the same time and then release them out over time. It's literally the only way to do it when you've got other things going on in your life. But there is no more the FTSE show. Here is why. So over the last year or so, whilst running the FTSE show, I have been working with a few hundred people now, helping to share the research that I've been doing in the companies that we look at. UK companies only, obviously, FTSE-based companies. And I've been sharing all the research that I've been doing with other people. And I've been charging for that service because, absolutely I should be. If I'm putting in all the work and I'm putting in the hours and I'm sharing my expertise of what I've learned over those years, over the 8 years that I've been doing this with people, then, absolutely I should be getting something for my time. And it's massive return on investment because I'm charging them about £50 a month for access to this information. So it's a huge return for them as well. So it's a win-win. I get something for my time and they get a huge return on investment for their 50 odd quid. So it's a win-win. However, I have recently started up a new project, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, where I take a very small handful of people and I work with them one-to-one over the internet, helping them to identify the right stocks to invest in and walk with them over 10 years of investing, essentially. Finding the right stocks, investing in the right stocks, doing it in the right way, and basically providing my mentorship along the process, essentially. And we've had it's over 30 applications so far. I have accepted a couple of them already. So there's a couple of people that received an email from me today where I've accepted a couple of people onto the program. I'm looking for a couple more, but essentially this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. It's more to do with the fact that I want to show and demonstrate everybody publicly that this works and that you can make fantastic returns over about a period of 5 to 10 years using this approach. Investing in the right companies, essentially, which is what it all boils down to. And so I've started this project. We're going to be doing this and it's going to take up a hell of a lot of my time. The FTSE show takes up probably 8 hours of my time in an evening to record everything, to do all the preparation, to do setting up the rig, to the spreadsheets, getting it all done, uploading, editing, uploading to YouTube, filling in all the fields that when you upload a video, all of that kind of stuff, replying to the comments, which are awesome. And I love doing it, but it takes up a hell of a lot of time. And right now, I'm not going to have that time. We recorded episode 50 on Thursday, and what I've decided to do is I've decided to stop the FTSE show for now, and we're going to be restarting in September. What that's going to do is it's going to give me a month of essentially August to bring these people on board that I'm going to be working one-to-one with. It gives me a month to make sure they're all up and running, everything's going well, that they're happy, that I'm happy, and we're going to start working together and doing this thing for 10 years. But I want that 1 month to kind of just work with them closely and make sure that this is done right. So what I've decided to do is to mug off the FTSE show for a month, for August, and then we're going to start fresh in September, where we're going to be adding the AIM show, which is the AIM markets, a dedicated show just for AIM stocks. So it's going to be an awesome show because there's going to be some real dog turd companies in that in that show, but there's also going to be some great businesses in there as well. So I'm excited about that. So we're not going away completely, we're not leaving, we're not never coming back or anything like that at all. I've absolutely loved the support that the FTSE show has had over the last year or so. Well, we started in January, so really over the last 6 months, and it has grown and grown and grown. And some people would argue this is the worst time to stop as the growth's really starting, the momentum really starting to kick in. But for me, it's got to work for me. It's got to work for my lifestyle. And for me, I need to take August off so that I can focus on this side project and I can then come back in September bright and cheerful and ready to do another 50 episodes or more. So it'll be essentially the season 2 that we come back to do in September. On top of that, I've also been really busy creating this. Stock Picker magazine is a brand new thing that I've created myself, which I'm very proud of, and it's free, doesn't cost anything. I basically put my love into this, and I'm releasing one of these every quarter. And in here we've got, how I go about investigating and researching companies and stocks. I give a load of education and training and advice on why investors are losing money out there and how to turn that around. There's a bit in there about me and my quest to make 1 million from my trading account. Those that have been on my my membership platform that pay me £50 a month at the moment have been receiving every month a copy of my own personal portfolio records showing the exact companies that I'm invested in and how much I'm invested in by. And the reason I'm doing that, one, for transparency, but two, because I want to bring people along for the ride. I want to bring people along for the journey, because I might fail the journey, right? I'm looking to try and make, I started with £4,000 the beginning of the year, and I'm trying to turn that into 1 million over 23 years. Right now we're sitting at sort of 13-14 grand, and it's going really, really well, especially during 2020, which is a year where we really shouldn't be doing particularly well, but we are. And so I'm bringing people along for that ride, and we may not make it to 1 million, but I am pretty certain I will, and I've got every expectation to get there. But if we didn't, it's still going to be a fun, interesting journey for investors to see how I'm doing, and so I'm sharing that. And there's some information about that in here as well. We talk about the FTSE show. We talk about the performance of my watch list. We took a look at a few companies with their clean score ratings and write-ups on these different stocks that I like and which ones I don't like. How I actually identify those stocks. We look at the home construction industry, stuff like that. And it's not huge. It's not a huge magazine, but it's relatively sizable, and it's free. More importantly, absolutely free. So I've got digital copies of that which I'm willing to give away, and you can actually sign up for it today on the cleantrader.com website. Listen, if you like the FTSE show and you want to know when the FTSE show is coming back, there's two ways you can kind of keep your ear to the ground for when we decide to kick this back off in September. First way is to subscribe on the YouTube channel, because if you subscribe and you click the bell icon, then when we eventually do upload a FTSE show video for the new season, which will be in September, like I say, you'll get notified that it's been uploaded, and so you'll be the first person to know about it. The other way of doing so would be to subscribe and get onto the mailing list. The way you do that is you go to thecleantrader.com, you download a copy of this magazine, this PDF magazine, and that will automatically add you to my mailing list, and you'll be notified as soon as there's a new FTSE show uploaded. I just want to tail off by saying thank you so much for all the support for the show. I hope we don't lose everybody and they go off. I mean, obviously people are going to go off and watch other things, but when we come back in September, I'm hoping to do a few little new bits. I'm hoping to kind of upgrade the show a little bit as well, and hoping we can deliver more value in some way as well. So I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll be watching the show when I come back. I hope you understand why I'm making this decision, and you can appreciate why I'm doing it. But otherwise, thank you so much for your support over the last 6 months, and I'll see you guys in September. Cheers.